What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome back to the Magic Show. Today we diving deeper with my man, the one and only, my Brody, twin, and a little bit about his life journey, man. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, bro?
My name Lo. Everybody call me Av, though. You know, his cameraman slash brother slash cousin slash everything.
For sure. All right, man. So we're gonna dive right into it, man. Tell them. Well, I'll tell them. Is it okay if I tell them?
Yeah.
All right, man. So people don't know, even though his calm demeanor, man, that he didn't spend a lot of time incarcerated. It was about 14 years?
15.
15 years, man. So 15 years of your life behind bars, man. Tell me about coming outside and also surviving inside.
Well, coming outside, going in, my first time going in, I had to do 10 and a half years. I went in when I was 19, came out when I was 29. That was my first time in prison. It was quite an experience, for real. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, because you see the movies and stuff.
Booty hole.
Yeah. So I thought that's what it was gonna be, but it really wasn't like that. It was dangerous, but it wasn't. As long as you got your head on straight, you ain't really trying to impress nobody.
Right.
Like, you could really make it in there. That's what I did. I was
Right.
me, so.
Right.
No, my time was pretty smooth the first time.
Right.
Getting out, I wasn't hip to a lot of stuff. I went in when I was 19, there was a lot of stuff I missed out on as far as living life as an adult. I ended up finding myself in the same position because I went back to doing the stuff that I was used to doing.
A program.
That's why I ended up having to go back to prison for 4.5 years.
Right.
And now that was taxing. At the time I had a female companion. She ended up getting pregnant, so that was messing with my mind.
Right.
Then my mother ended up dying while I was in there, and that messed with my mind. It was just a little bit more straining mentally. The first time I went to prison, I know this might kind of sound bad, but for lack of better words, it was
sweet.
It was sweet. It was kind of fun. I had support from my family, from y'all, and of course, and I was cool, and I just knew, like, I got to do this time. I ain't even thinking about the streets till I went to jail in 2006, so I wasn't even thinking about the streets until 16. Right. 15. Closer I got, 14, 15, that's when I'm thinking about the streets.
Right.
But that it was only 4 years, so it was like, dang, I got to hurry up and get out, and that thinking made the time drag. I did some productive stuff, but you know, after my mom died, I really didn't.
Talk about just losing loved ones while incarcerated. How did they even hit you? Do you process death? Do you feel like you would process death differently if you was out here?
I know me personally, and my best friend in there, I went and told him after I got the call, hey, bro, like, we got to get high, get some wine, something. He like, what's up? I'm like, man, tell me why my mom, she dead. He like, fool, stop playing. I'm like, who comes and plays like that?
You didn't know?
No, I said, tell me why my mom is dead.
Oh, man.
And he stopped playing, and I'm looking at him like, who play like that?
Right.
He was looking at me like, well, how is you acting like how you acting? And I'm like, I really don't know.
Have you ever really had the time, like, fully process it, though? Like, have you really sat down and processed that, bro?
I have.
Even being in there, like, how did you feel like you had moments where you maybe was lashing out because of that?
I know I was. It was all because I really just didn't care no more. I cared because I always care. That's just me. I'm a caring person. Like, it's hard for me to not care until I don't care.
Fact.
Then it's like real easy. Like, I don't give a fuck. So it was like, I still have my mom in my head. So it was like, all right, I'm gone, nigga. I understand you hurt, but don't just crash out. I kept that in my mind. I didn't want to be no crash out.
You feel like you hurt her?
But also, it's just the way that my mom raised me, too. This is the type of stuff that happens, especially the way that she passed. You know how she passed, she got killed and stuff. Like, she just always drilled in my head. How you live is going to dictate a lot in the end. And the way it happened, that's the way to prove a point. Like, but it was just like, she just always, that was her favorite words. I'm a soldier, be a soldier. So it was like, I just had to be a soldier, like, for her. And just thrive instead of shrivel up.
Facts.
it was only me and her. So it was like, now that she gone, now I just gotta focus on me. I really can't focus on her no more. And by me focusing on her, that's just gonna hold me back. So it's just like, her voice is just in my head.
Right.
You know, nigga, I ain't here, but I'm here. And I taught you enough. Like, keep going, be who you is, be who you supposed to be.
So tell me this though, first time you come out, mom's still here, and then you end up, you gonna kind of revert into some old patterns. You go back in, but now second time you come out, I'm not here. How much is it like a mental shift for you right now to be like, I gotta stay out for my mom? Is your mom the purpose of you staying out, or you just ain't going back in?
She is one of my purposes of staying out. Because I lost her while I was in there. And I don't know how I would react if I went back to prison and lost somebody else I love. Hypothetical situation, you, your mom, your brother, like Antonio, somebody like that'd really mess with my head.
It's like, too many people.
I just think about that. And then I just think about like my times in prison, I never was like messed up. I ain't just have to live off the state, or I ain't have to do too much hustling. I was comfortable, like, and it's just like, I would just rather be free and a bum, homeless or whatever, but I'd rather be free than to just be a kingpin in jail, going to the store and bragging about how my box is full and I got 4 pairs of vision shoes under it. Yes, that's a big thing. People, I go to the store every week and 75 strong, and I got food boxes, and I got 5 pairs of Nikes that people even when you in jail, people trying to flex. It's a movie in there. And when you in jail, like, I might be from Akron, you from Cleveland, you don't know me, so I can tell you anything. When I was out there, nigga, I was doing this and I was doing that. You hear that all day, like. It's just real whack in jail, in prison, like.
What would you say the overall lesson it taught you, man? Like, what would you say your overall take? Like, coming from that, what kind of lesson you can give to the people that you learned?
Patience, because even though things seem slow, as long as you are putting in your work, the right things are gonna come to you. So if you putting in bad work, bad things are gonna come. So like selling dope and robbing and pimping and all that, like prison came. That's the type of stuff that comes. But now I'm not into them type of stuff no more, even though I be wanting to, because sometimes I be needing that extra dollar and I be wanting to do that, but it's not worth it. But now, shoot, I be having opportunities. I got my own artist now. I be recording for you. We done went out of town. Another trip on the way. It's just stuff just going up, and it's just, it might be frustrating at times, but it's just all worth it. These is experiences. I don't even have any kids yet. So when I finally do have a kid, if I have a kid, or if I get involved with a female that has a kid, I could tell this kid, well, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I done did, and look like, rather than, cause I'm a gang member, like I'm a blood, rather than being like, I'm a blood, I'm an OG, and I used to do this in the hood and all that. I'm looking for the word. I want to memorialize. I know that's not the right word, but I'm gonna just use that word. Memorialize something worth memorializing.
Being a role model that like you embodying something positive, for sure.
For sure,
I got you. Man, I respect that, bro, man. I appreciate you coming up on this motherfucker.
No problem, anytime.
We definitely gonna talk more, man. We're gonna have some more Realer Talks, man. Come back, come fuck with Los and Low. Check out. Cool. Damn, I gotta call this nigga.